Good morning, Math 6 Plus students. Mr. Giomini wanted to come to you with another little video. We're going to start to get, I didn't mean to wink there at you. We're going to start to get into some volume today. And I'm really going to stretch you guys a little bit. I'm not going to have you do any assignment today. I'm going to actually just have you, I want you to jot down some formulas for me. Really start to internalize those formulas. I'd rather have you, I hate to say it, but memorize these formulas. Understand them, obviously, and understand the basis of why these formulas are created. But I really want you to start to internalize these formulas rather than today giving you a class assignment or a homework task. I want you to take an index card. Something, doesn't have to be very crazy big. Something like one of these, all right? If you have lined ones, that's excellent. If it doesn't have to be lined, not a big deal. I'm not going to give you a boatload of formulas, but something along this line, all right? You're going to start to use this. We used these before, a little note card for one of our topics previously. But we're going to start to use one of these to start to write down our formulas. It's going to link in better with our brain if not only do we write it down, but then we start to review it and then force ourselves to recall the formula without looking at the card, all right? Now, let's go to a little present mode here so you can see my screen. All right, I'll take a look at, you can see my screen here. All right. Now, taking a look. First thing here, we have volume of prisms and cylinders. Cylinders are going to tie into what we did with our circles recently here with area and circumference. First thing for some vocabulary, though, here. A prism is a three-dimensional figure. Oh, there goes my dog. Don't mind her. Three-dimensional figure. So think about it as having length, width, and now height, all right? Or length. We have had length and width or base and height, but now we have that depth component, all right? And the two bases are congruent polygons, okay? So something to think about here. When I'm talking about a prism, a rectangular prism, we're talking about the prism has a base that is congruent. A triangular prism, it's a three-dimensional shape where the two bases are both triangles. So we want to think about that in our mind and wrap that around. And then all the other faces are parallelograms. Okay. Now a cylinder just has two circular bases. Think about, with a prism, think about a cereal box, a shoe box, even a book is a type of prism. We have now a cylinder. Think about a soup can. Hopefully you're not drinking soda, but sometimes maybe have it, mom or dad may give you some ginger ale to help with an upset stomach. That's the type of soda you should be drinking. Those are our cylinders. If you think about a silo is similar to a cylinder except that cone-shaped top. All right. Now, taking a look here. Remember, if all six faces of the rectangle are squares, it is a cube. All right. So if we have a cube, a Rubik's Cube, perfect example there. That is our cube. All six faces are congruent squares. Now, here's the type of prisms I was talking about earlier. We have a triangular prism where both bases are triangles. So if you hear me talk about a triangular prism, in your head automatically, you're thinking about, oh, it's just a shape that has two triangles and then three rectangles creating it. We have a rectangular prism, all right? We have two rectangles, and then we typically have some type of square or a rectangle with a different dimension as being the other four faces. And then we have our cylinder here, all right? Now, again, today we want to talk really about the formulas and focus on the formulas. For a prism, the volume V of a prism is the base of, or is the area of the base times the height. Now, take a look at that formula for prisms. We're probably used to on con seeing something along the lines of volume equals length times width times height, which still works. But here they want you to get used to the idea that we're finding the area of the base, because what happens now if that prism is a triangular prism? You can't do length times width times height. So think about that capital B standing for the area of the base. And for our cylinder, that formula there is, and I'm actually writing this down on my note card as well, because over the years, I sometimes forget these if I don't practice them a lot, and you guys are the ones I really practice them with. Notice the same formula. Volume equals area of the base times the height. Only now, when we're talking about a cylinder, our bases are two circles, all right? So something to think about, all right? That's all I really want to come to you with today. I'm not going to give you any practice today. Just wanted you to watch this video and start to develop and understand these formulas. All right. We will touch base today, later today when we have our little Google Meet. Remember, our Google Meet today is at 11 o'clock, 11 to 11:30. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're staying occupied. If you're not doing schoolwork, hopefully you found a good book to read. I know right now I'm reading right here, The Champion's Mind, How Great Athletes. I am definitely not a great athlete, but maybe one day I could be an average one. That'd be an accomplishment too. Think, Train, and Thrive. All right, so hopefully you have a pleasure book that you're reading as well. Again, stay healthy and strong, guys. Talk to you soon.